How are you? I have to do an English video. I just did 2 German videos. I posted one, but I made another one because somebody asked me a question about the Noahide laws. And so I had to make another one just to answer her question. Let me know if you're interested in the Noahide laws. She was afraid that, now with Trump, and she was only asking if Trump would become president, if we would if we would be put under the Noahide laws. And so I made a video just assuring her that no, I don't think the Noahide laws, but the mark of the beast, for sure. See, again, that's a distraction. Maybe I should be talking about that today. I wanted to add a little more about, of course, Trump being the Antichrist. Again, he is the Antichrist he is an Antichrist according to the definition of Francisco Rivera, which I explained in my last video. If you haven't seen it, you need to go there. So yeah, he is definitely the Antichrist, but in reality, biblically, he is the false prophet. I've done a video about him being the false prophet, or actually every U.S. president is the false prophet. It doesn't matter who's going to be in that position of president. United States is the beast out of the earth. Okay, Revelation 13:11. That's what the United States is. Beast is always a political system. It's not one ruler. It's not one single ruler. It's not whatever. Now, people, of course, think, since the beast out of the earth is the false prophet, it's a religious system. No. And then they think, it's the Pope. No. It's a political system. Now, even though it is a political system, it still can be a false prophet. A false prophet for what? I have discussed that in my last video. How about being the false prophet for democracy? What is one big word that we heard from this administration? We're saving democracy. We're saving democracy. We're saving democracy. And did they save democracy? Of course not. They brought down democracy. Now, of course, then people say, well, we don't have a democracy. We have a federal something. Okay, federal government. Boils down to freedom. Boils down to freedom to the individual. And they brought down, the Biden administration brought down freedom. So false prophet, but they proclaim themselves as false prophet for democracy. That's why they're false. Because they scream democracy, democracy, and every politician does that. We bring democracy in this world, and if we're not voting for us, then democracy, is in danger. Especially this presidency has made that used that so much. Okay, so much. Fear-mongering. Oh my goodness, democracy is going to come to an end, even though we don't have one. But it doesn't matter. They're the false prophet. They deceive people, and it doesn't matter who it is. We can say, Biden. Democrats. But what are the Republicans doing? They have been misleading people all along. They have been creating all these wars. Look under Bush, okay? How many wars were created under both Bushs, right? Obama, of course, is Democrat, but still, the Republican traditionally are actually the saber rattlers, not the Democrats. It's just the Democrats all of a sudden took over the same kind of goal, saber-rattling goal. So this is who we are in. And out of that system, out of this beast, out of the earth system, okay, will come really this final person that is going to usher into this mark of the beast. So can we say Trump is Antichrist? So was Biden, of course. So was Obama. So was Bush. So was Reagan. Just were too deceived to believe it. Oh, everything was wonderful. We had everything wonderful. We all did great, right? Now, our economy is what some people say in a depression. And, we're not doing too good. And so now we're questioning, oh, my goodness, what's going on with our democracy? So people are all running after Trump. Now we see what Trump did last time, right? He ushered into not only fast track the vaccine, right? He bragged even, not anymore, but he still bragged, how fast he pushed the vaccine. He fast-tracked, of course, lockdown. Now, he was hesitant about this right here, the covering of the face. He was kind of hesitant of that, and that's why he probably ended up not being president. My cat is just crazy today. You can see that. She wants attention, attention, attention. And I don't know if she knows that I'm making a video so she can have even attention with my video. Do you know that I'm making a video? Did you want to be on the video now? Don't know. But, so he fast-tracked. He also fast-tracked the 5-something. Okay, these waves. These it's internet waves, right? The 5 add the letter. He fast-tracked that too during his last presidency. So he did quite a lot. And of course, he's also a Zionist. He supports Zionism. He supports Israel. Even though I heard that Biden was probably more a Zionist supporter or a Zionist than Trump. Well, Trump was a special figure, for the Jews. But I think he is more the special figure for the Zionist Christians. Zionist Christians are going to be very deceived. Very deceived. Will he push the Noahide laws? No, I don't think so. Why? Because behind Trump, behind the Zionists is who? The man of sin. The man of sin wants power for himself. He's not going to change anything about the Noahide laws. He already has the 10 Commandments in place. And if he wants something, it's going to be more power, and he's already showing that. Okay, Trump did not choose a Zionist as a vice president. Who did he choose? He chose a Catholic. Now, did he choose, or was he supposed to be, he was told that's who you're going to take. I think that was more the case. Shadow government, the people behind it, the people that financed him, said, hey, you want to be president, you're going to have to take this man right here, Vance. And of course, who's behind the money again? The Jesuits and the man of sin. And so they told him, hey, this is the man you need to take. Because he will not only support the money, but he will support Catholicism. He has already proven that. So this is a plan that it will continue. A plan that will continue. And yes, we are close enough to the rapture. He could be the president under whom, I think, the rapture will happen. In other words, when the resurrection happens, when this whole time of the Gentiles is fulfilled, and I'm going to go from Luke 21, I think it's 24, 25. When the times of the Gentiles is fulfilled, that is when Jesus will return. Jesus said that himself. And we just have to think, how long is the times of the Gentiles? It's 2,000 years, just like the time of the Hebrew. No difference. That ends up 6,000 years, and after 6,000 years, Jesus will return to establish his kingdom. None of this nonsense about, Satan's little time or whatever it is. No, this is the way it is. Satan will be bound during that time because Satan had 2,000 years right now. Almost 2,000 years to build his empire. And he deceived enough people, and the time is up for Satan pretty soon. He'll be thrown into the dungeon pretty soon. He'll be tied up and thrown in the dungeon. And Jesus will be able to establish his kingdom. And during that time, during this wrath of God, when Jesus cleanses the earth, not only cleanses the earth, through the catastrophic events, but he cleanses the earth from the system, from this corrupt and evil system that Satan established. He's going to cleanse it. Everything's going to be gone, people. Whatever you have built on this earth is gone. And then Jesus establishes his kingdom. It'll be different. And before he establishes his kingdom, before he destroys everything, he will take his bride into the rooms that he has prepared. And then during that time, at this wrath of God, he will, it's not the Antichrist, it's really the false prophet, will start the mark of the beast. Now, why do I say during that time? It's because I see it in Revelation, okay? During the wrath of God. One time we see it in, I don't know, I think it's Revelation. Is it Revelation 8? I'm going to have to look it up. Yeah, I have right now Revelation 8, and that's where the that's the seventh seal, and the seven trumpets will start. The first angel sounded the trumpet, and there came hail mixed with blood. That's not the one I'm looking for. So therefore, I'm going to go to 16, where the wrath, the bowls of wrath, of God's wrath are described, and that's where we see it. Okay, so Revelation 16. I keep forgetting it. First angel went up and poured out his bowl on the land, and ugly festering sores broke out on the people who had the mark of the beast and worshipped its image. Okay? So the mark of the beast, people, is the mark that the United States will administer over everybody who belongs to NATO. Okay? That's what the mark of the beast is. Read again, Revelation 13:11. Start with 11. That is the beast out of the earth that will administer the mark. It's the false prophet. And that beast, that system, that political system that we have today, whether you like it or not, and you can't follow Trump, it's not going to change. It's not going to change. And the opposite, Trump will have to administer that mark, because it comes from the man of sin and it comes from Satan himself. And if he wants to keep power, which Trump is power hungry, he will have to administer that mark. Does he already know? I think he does. Maybe not exactly. But he knows that he's going to have to do some pretty ugly things, because he did them last time. Yeah, last time he stood there and acted like a clown when Fauci said this and that and this and that, instead of really saying, nope, I don't believe in that. No, he acted like a clown. He had to support all the sanctions that Fauci suggested. But this time he's going to have to do even more. He is going to be, if he is the president, when the rapture happens, which is very likely, 4 years, yeah. If he becomes president, he is going to have to do it. Because the minute the saints are gone, they're going to have to, and maybe even prior to that, they may even administer it or try it prior, but it will be very serious and no more exceptions after the rapture. After the saints are being taken out, no more exception. That mark will be administered, because Satan will want absolute control again over humankind, just like he had during the Pope before 1500. He will want absolute control, and everybody will fall under it. Don't worry about Noahide laws. That would be the least of our concerns, because we are already following the Noahide laws. We're already following the 10 Commandments. We're doing way beyond. Jews say, well, we're not following the Sabbath, but hey, the Pope made up his own Sabbath. Okay? According to the Pope, Sunday is the Sabbath. According to many Protestants, Saturday or Sunday is the Sabbath. So really, they're already keeping the Sabbath. Already keeping all 10 commandments. And that's what they're going to push. They're going to push Catholicism, not Judaism. They're going to push the 10 commandments. They're going to push people bowing down to the Pope, because Vance is already doing that. Vance is already doing that. He already got the vote from, really, the Catholic Church. So yeah, those people that think they are Zionist Christians, and they think that, Pope is whatever, prophet, and God protected him, and that was a miracle. Maybe it was a miracle. Maybe it was just planned exactly that way. Maybe he was told, turn your head, and at that minute when he turned his head, the sniper shot his ear. Okay? Yeah, could it be orchestrated? Yes, it could. They could have told Trump he could be just as much a part in this whole plot. Okay? Yeah, okay, why don't you change your head just a little bit? Look over there on this wherever that is, right? And then you have the sniper has a really good shot, okay, to pierce his ear. I think a sniper can do that. I mean, looking at my ear right now, right? If I just move it a certain way, actually, if you be good, you could actually see where the sniper was. Okay, look, see? Somebody sees it right now. But you have to have your face in a certain direction. Okay, look at that. Then the sniper will be able to do that. And again, of course, there were two snipers. We already know that, right? That young guy was only a facade, a distractor. So yeah, no, it was not a miracle. I believe it was orchestrated. It was not an act of God. It could have been an act of Satan organizing everything. Because he wants Trump to become president. And again, remember, I'm just going to remind you of this little poem that Trump loves so much about the snake. Have you ever seen that snake poem? Ooh, boy. Him really, I mean, is he saying that he is the snake? And when things go wrong, he already told you he's the snake, but hey, you took him in, right? Just bringing that up. But that's not all. But again, it's going to be pretty bad. Because just like the last incident we have with our pandemic, people will be deceived. Because that's what the United States has done for at least 150 years, or even longer. Deceiving people, and especially with the media, people have even been more deceived. Okay, that image, is that image? Through which we are deceived? That we're worshiping? How many people worship not only cell phone, but the TV? Yeah, long before we had cell phones, Americans worshiped TV. Oh yeah, when I came to the States in, when was it, 76? That's all Americans did. They ate in front of the TV, they slept in front of the TV. I mean, TV was the thing. I was just shocked, really. I wasn't shocked. In Germany, TV came on maybe at the most like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And we didn't have TV all day long. Our women, our housewives didn't have TV. They worked. They worked. Of course, they didn't have washing machines and all these nice little gadgets. But yeah, and things have changed, of course, in Germany as well. Yeah, TV is on all day long. So yeah, that's the precursor. That was the precursor for cell phones. It wasn't very easy to convince Americans that they needed cell phone and all day long they're in their cell phone, because they have already done it with TV. TV was on all day long until they went to sleep. They were used for babysitters, going to sleep, whatever. And now people are in front of their cell phones. It doesn't matter. Is that the one that they are worshiping? Okay? This image that's speaking. Is that what they're worshiping? Read again Revelation 13, starting with 11. Read this whole thing about the mark of the beast. Now we can, of course, argue or even have different opinions about what this mark's going to be. I think it's going to just be a new technology. Somebody was bringing up this Neuralink that Elon Musk is right now working with. Could it be like a Neuralink that now replaces a cell phone? Okay? So the cell phone will be in our heads. And if you don't go along with that, where most people will, because they're so addicted to their cell phone. So yeah, they will accept it very, very fast. Is that the mark? They will have ways to make people comply. How many people will comply with that? Somebody's saying, well, we had lately this cyber attack, supposedly. I don't think it was a cyber attack. I think it was simply caused by the sun. And hey, one of these explosions on the sun, he could hit the earth pretty hard, and they could still say, oh, it's a cyber attack. And the grid will go down. They're already people. They are ready for everything. And all they have to say then, oops, shut down of our grid, of our internet. People will be without internet and cell phones for 3 days or what. And when it goes up again, beep, we're all going to be controlled. They're going to say, oh, you need the cyber link. Okay? Luckily, it'll take a while before we have this cyber link for everybody, right? They're probably not ready, but they will start. Hey, who wants the cyberlink? Most people will run again, right? They will fight each other in line, just like the pandemic. And then how long will it take before everybody, and they will track again, how many percentage do we have of people that have this cyberlink? Or Neuralink, what is it called? Neuralink, Cyberlink, what is it called? Elon Musk is doing. And of course, then their goal is 95%, 100% people, right? And so we have some time there where we are not being forced, but eventually we're going to be forced to take it. Now, luckily for the people that are going to be taken, caught up, 1 Thessalonians 4, quit telling me it doesn't exist. I'm talking about 1 Thessalonians 4. That's what I'm talking about. 1 Corinthians 15. That's what I'm talking about. The snatching out, the resurrection of the saints, and the snatching out of those that are still alive. That's what I'm talking about. Don't give me any of that nonsense, anything else. It doesn't exist, because it does exist. That event will happen. Because that event will happen before the wrath of God. And I believe the wrath of God will happen, or this mark of the beast will be part of it. And I just read it here. 16 is one of them. Then we will hear it again someplace else where that mark again is mentioned. So that one is in the trumpets, in the 5th trumpet. That's in Revelation 9. 5th angel sounded its trumpet. The sun and the sky were darkened by the smoke from the abyss. And out of the smoke locusts came down on the earth and were given power like that of scorpions of the earth. And they were told not to harm the grass of the earth or any plant or tree, but only those people who did not have the seal of God on their forehead. And those are the ones that had the mark. The ones that are sealed did not have the mark. Okay, now that's a long assumption that I'm making, but think about it. That's the way it is. Everybody will get the mark except the ones that don't everybody will have the mark except the ones that rejected it, and they are sealed. Okay? So again, that is when, during the wrath of God. Okay? Of course, there's a very few that don't have, or that have the seal of God. Very few, because they will be persecuted. They will not even be able to sell and buy and sell. They will not be able to own anything. I've said that so many times. People don't take this lightly. You cannot own anything. I mean, anything. A house, a car, anything. A job, you cannot own. It says buy and sell, but buy and sell is tied to what? A financial system. It's tied to having a job. It's tied to owning. Okay? You will be absolutely at the height of this whole thing, which it will get they will get tighter and tighter, people. Maybe at first you be able to slip through, but they will be getting tighter and tighter with the system, because you cannot do anything anymore. You cannot travel, nothing. They will take everything from you. And he says the fifth trumpet is, that these people then are sealed. They have to go through the wrath of God, and they are the 144,000 sealed in Revelation 7. Those are the ones, because the saints are in heaven. We see that in chapter 7. Okay, so I'm wrapping things up that I have already discussed before. This is going to happen, and I believe the next person that's becoming president will have to do that. They'll have to do that. Because I think we're so close to the wrath of God. The president has to really, really keep things together, in a sense, because of all the things that are happening. We're going to go through a roller coaster ride. Well, except the ones that are gone. But until the rapture, it could happen this year. Never know. Everything is prepared. Could happen next year, depending on when the wrath of God starts. Somebody said, we don't know. We don't know when the day of the Lord starts. Yes, we don't know the day of the hour. Sure not. Day or hour. Do we see the signs? Yes. Paul said it clearly. We're seeing the signs. That's in 1 Thessalonians 5. See, people don't get there many times. He says, yeah, he will come like a thief in the night, but he says, not for the saints. We're supposed to be awake and see the signs. We should see right now, wait a minute, we're getting there. And again, the next president of the United States, the beast out of the earth, will implement, most likely, the mark of the beast. I don't care who it is. Those people that support the system, they will be deceived the most. They'll go along with it. We know most people will go along with it. People, I'm coming to an end. If you have any questions, let me know. Respectful questions. You disagree, fine. You have your own opinion, fine. There are opinions that I expressed today, and that's okay. Do not put my opinions down because you want your opinions to be accepted as well. There are opinions. Not everything is laid out by the Bible. We don't know. I mean, we can only have kind of an idea what this image is. But again, look at around today. What could it be? An image that speaks. Hello. It's not hard to figure out today. What could this mark of the beast be through which everybody is going to be controlled? That's not too hard to figure out either. No, it's not the vaccine. Okay? No, it's not the vaccine. That's a lot of people think that, right? Some people say, oh, it's the Sunday law. No, it's not the Sunday law either. Okay? No. I mean, there's a reason why it's not. You should know why it's not. It's not a matter of selling, buying, and selling. It has to be something that you control people with. And they cannot buy and sell. They cannot own anymore. This is what they're talking about here. Okay? And what will they use to control you? What surveillance will they use to control you? And will people go along with it? Of course they will. Because they're already addicted to many technologies, and they will be addicted to whatever's coming. They will gladly accept the mark of the beast. Coming to an end, people. Let the Holy Spirit guide you.